Chapter 14. Giving in to her husband had its downside. She sat beside him at the table. Across the way from her were two bankers with their wives prominently displayed next to them. At the far end of the table was an older gentleman, who was the patriarch of the trio of brothers. She called him Dad in the past, but now she remains silent. She knows the names of all seated with her, but she had nothing to say to any of them. The three brothers spoke quickly in broken sentences as the other two cut in before the speaker could finish. The father sat quietly drinking from his aperitif. When he does speak, all three gaze at him with attentiveness. The other two wives sat next to each other, chatting in low voices that don't interfere with their husbands' conversation of money and politics. They speak of Ike with ease, but no mention of art. Tori looked at all of them with disgust, except the father. When he does speak, she finds herself listening to intelligent words from a wise man. When he is quiet, she finds some joy in looking down the table at him. He's a handsome man who passed his looks down to his children. He smiles quite often as he watches the brothers. He may have been a widower for more than 15 years, but he had succeeded, to his own satisfaction, in raising his boys into fine men. If it weren't for the smiles from the old man, she would surely fall asleep from boredom. This was the weekly ritual of the family to come to a restaurant and dine together. Tori enjoyed the company, and the food was always wonderful, but inside she hated the fact that no one at that table cared that she was a dancer. The other two wives were homebodies. The eldest brother, Vincent, and his wife, Judy, were preparing for their first child. Jonathan's wife, Ellen, cleaned and kept house. Tori, the wife of Reginald, was a dancer at heart, a fact which those at this table not only wouldn't understand, but also wouldn't want to know. Tori thought that this helped her keep her pride in check. She was still bored by the repetitive conversation. She doesn't want to let her mind wander to the past, and the present is too drab to stand. She stares off into space and begins to hum a tune to herself. It's music she's never heard before. It's music that would be hard to ballet to, but could be moved to, slowly swaying with a gray sadness in the eyes. She thinks on, hearing the tune being laid out in her head. She is caught by surprise when she hears a voice sing words she never before heard. It was something about a faceless lover.